Let me just can't hear me? Okay, perfect. Okay, awesome. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody. I really appreciate it. Uh, Thank you for tuning into the stream. This is something that I've seen in the comments for quite a while. Like, hey, you should probably do like a modded playthrough of Skyrim or Fallout 4. And I just never really done it because I've been more like I prefer to make the videos and then edit that stuff and make it nice and concise. That way, it's something easy for everybody to watch. But I do realize that there are other people that would like to actually, watch some modded playthroughs on these games. And we have a lot of mods on the channel already. But one of the things I thought about when I started doing the mod videos is to have a place where people could come and then see how mods actually work and like see what they look like, because that was one thing that I might turn my volume off on my computer, that way you don't hear that. That way you guys can see the mods in action rather than, hey, go check out this mod. Because how many mod videos have you guys watched and you're like, oh, that's really neat, oh, they only showed screenshots and like a little snippet of what that looked like. Thanks. But then you have to go and download it in order to actually see it. So that's kind of like where I was thinking of with the mod videos on the channel. And then maybe with the streams, you can see like my last load order, which is on the channel right now. That is the one that is that's this one. So that's what you're going to see when we're going to be playing through it today. I was thinking about, and maybe I'll throw it to you guys that are here. Should I download alternate start and then do it that way? Or should I just go like a vanilla start and then we'll get on with, obviously, everything's modded? Or, like I say, we did look at the alternate start mod before. I don't know why I put alternative start on. It's alternate start, I'm pretty sure. As you guys know, this alternate start. What am I spelling? This search is a little finicky. But yeah, maybe we will do the alternate start, and then that way we'll just start it off like an actual modded playthrough. Vanilla start, okay. Vanilla, why not? Yeah, might as well. I mean, we got mods on, so it's not like we're going vanilla all the way through, you know. So we're gonna do a new game. Now I don't have the Jason Statham mod on. I figure I have a Jason Statham character already. Why have to, right? I mean, there can only be one Jason Statham, so we'll just go through that process on our own. Yeah, start me up. I think that was the one we looked at in the 5 Fallout 4 mods or something that you might, I can't remember what the name of that video was. 5 mods for your next Fallout 4 playthrough. Try saying that 5 times fast. But yeah, it was the name of the mod was either Start Me Up, or that was in the thumbnail, but it was named a different name. I had a couple comments about that, but yeah, that is the one that I'm thinking of. Cool Kid, for sure.
In the year 19...
Wish there was a better way to type on console. Oh, on the controller. Yeah, I mean, it's better on the Xbox now, but it's still not great. They did have on the 360 like a chat pad thing. I don't know if they make that for the Xbox One and up though. Also, let me know how the audio is, everyone. I think I've got this nailed down quite a bit. I have a Twitch channel that I've been kind of like testing stuff on, so let me know if the game audio and my audio is okay.
We began to use atomic energy not as a weapon.
Alternate start seems to disable stuff. Oh, the CC stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I'd be interested to see if they do something similar, like an anniversary edition for Fallout 4. Like they're doing with Skyrim. Of course, we haven't heard anything about the Skyrim one. It's like they said, hey, we're coming out with the anniversary edition, and they talked about the Creation Club stuff. They mentioned that there was going to be a Series X update, but that's it. They didn't say anything else. So I don't know what that's going to be like, and I don't know how it's going to work with mods either. It's a little nerve-wracking. I saw some things that were saying that for those that actually mod on PC, there might be some actual issues with the anniversary edition coming out and how mods are made for that, kind of similar to when the original Skyrim came out, and then people started modding for that. There were separate mods available for Special Edition, whereas, yeah, that might happen again with the Anniversary Edition, but, you know, that's just the way things are. Like, these games are old, you know, and, they're gonna have to be updated with things, and it might break some things, so we'll see what that's like on Skyrim, but, when that update comes out, because I'm not doing anything crazy like turning the updates off or anything, because I want to see what it looks like. But yeah, we'll see. There might be some like non-mod Skyrim content on the channel, or there might just be a lot more Fallout 4 mods for a while. We'll see. Okay, should I just go vanilla? I mean, this is a mono playthrough, so let's... So already you guys can see, and if you've been following the channel for a while, you'll see a few things already that we're using. Let's see, Rodrigo, you mentioned earlier in the video, or in the chat, can you have like an E&B lighting type mod on the Series S and X? And yeah, you kind of can. That sounded weird. But first and foremost, it's working here. I use Trey M Film Looks. We actually looked at that on the channel a while back. And I can link a lot of that stuff after this goes to a video after the stream. But we looked at Trey M Film Looks before, and that's essentially what it does. The only thing you can't do is add another mod that might change the look of the game. You can only have Trey M Film Looks on, which is, I think, fine for most people. But it basically gives you a way to give a film look to your game, which is like an EMB, essentially. And this one is Earthen Cold is the one, but basically you download the there's like a framework, and then you download whatever film look you want and you put it like right under it. Gosh, what should we choose for a character? But that's working right now on that. That actually kind of looks like a Jason Statham with a stash and a goatee. That's working right now. You'll see the Eyes of Beauty working right now. I think that's the name of it. But it's in my lower order, my most recent one. And then also the face retexture that I've been using. Gosh, I should really change the look of my guy. I usually always look at the default one. What about that? What about that? No, don't want that. Face. Hair. I actually kind of like this one, to be honest. Yeah, let's just do 9 to 5. Let's do it. Good mod manager to use for Xbox One. I mean, mod managers really aren't a thing for console. I do see mods that that say they're like a mod manager, but you can't really manage your mods with it. I think it's just like instructions. Could be wrong, but it's a lot more simple than I think a lot of people make it. Um, as long as you just don't download a bunch of mods on top of each other and think they're just all gonna work in tandem,
Grognak the Barbarian and
you know, you'll be all right. Like there's a structure to kind of follow. In fact, let's see if I can just pull that up, and we'll run through mine real quick. I mean, the stream is mod playthrough. We should probably take a look at my mods first. For those of you that maybe haven't seen the actual video that I made for my last load order, but there's a structure you want to follow for this stuff. But the thing to keep in mind is it's not a set in stone structure. Like, you guys don't have to, like, the way I have it set up, like, you don't have to follow mine to a T. Like, if you have all these mods that I have, you don't have to do it that way. But there's a general kind of like, hey, let's keep, you know, like patches, like game-changing patches, like this unofficial Fallout 4 patch. You want to keep that way at the top, and it even says it. Pretty sure it says it. Yeah, so make sure this mod is moved all the way to the top of your loader. So you'll have things like that too with your descriptions. Like, always read mod descriptions no matter what. Like, if you watch, you know, maybe you watch another channel, mod channel, and they're like, hey, take a look at this mod. Don't just install it blindly. Read through the description, see if there's any conflicts going on, and then if there is, then you might need to move it around a little bit. And then after, like, say if you have the unofficial Fallout 4 patch like I do, you would want to kind of put, at least this is how I do it, you put kind of like your game-changing slash patch slash, I guess you could say, system type mods. So that's why I kind of have like the quick main menu music there. Camera presets, they kind of add in like the camera presets for you that you can change your third person camera. These are kind of more like gameplay focused stuff that you want to kind of keep towards the top. Faded Glory, that is the soundtrack mod that I've done a video on in the past. I really enjoy. And this is like kind of game mechanics type things. So you have like the Wasteland Ballistics, which is, you know, shooting and stuff and how that functions in the game. The Locky Luke, which I mispronounced in the video after I uploaded it. Even though I said I practiced it, because I didn't. Because clearly I said it wrong. You put that stuff up here, like the alternative walk animations, randomized weapon templates, you know, kind of this general, like, overarching type of mods. You kind of want to keep towards the top as well, or at least that's how I've done it, and performance has been quite well. But and then you kind of get to your weather mods, like, say if I had like True Storms, I would probably put it like right there. But instead I just have disabled rad storms because I don't like rad storms. It's just kind of a bummer for me. And then, yeah, I get kind of to my weapon mods, and then I put, you know, stuff like the reanimation packs for those with the weapon mods. And then I get to the sound and like UI type stuff. And then we get to just kind of there, that kind of goes on for a little bit, but then I get to like armor and weapon mods, and then I get to the character stuff, and then that's kind of where I put in the middle. And then after that, you know, we're gonna get into like our texture mods, and these have kind of been this way since I really started modding, probably around 2 years ago. on console. But this is the tree and film looks that that I mentioned earlier. You basically have a framework, and then you have whatever look you want. And I actually have the Blockbuster on right now. And then after that, it's performance mods. That's stuff that should go in the bottom. And then I think the reason why I had exclusion, because this is more of an inventory type mod that should go towards the top. I want to say, yeah, so this had something in it that said specifically put it at the bottom of your load order. So I thought, well, I should probably do what the mod author says. So, in that respect, sometimes you just have to do what the mod author says, because I mean I'm not a modder, but this person made this mod and it says, hey, you should probably put it towards the bottom. So that's sometimes how it goes. So you kind of need to move around your load order accordingly. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. And then same thing with the sunlight alignment tweak. That might be something that I would generally put up top, but my author says, hey, you should probably put it where's it? Yeah, as low as in your load order as possible. And definitely below weather mod. So yeah, that's why I have that low. SIG NCX and MP9 gun mod. Yeah, I really like the weapon mods. They're pretty cool, and there's a lot of really good ones that I would love to just do a bunch of videos on, but sometimes I feel like I do a few in a row, and it's like, just doesn't. Does everybody really want to see me do another another one of those? But then you guys, knock it out of the park, and you like it and comment, and so that's always cool to see. And they're fun to do as well. Orders are hard to do. Yeah, no, I think like I say, if you kind of follow that kind of general type of structure, and I think I don't know if it's all of my load order videos or there's a few, or actually it might be the modding tips videos that I've done.
Hey, Codsworth.
I have some stuff in the description that you guys can take a look at, and it's very much like, hey, don't just watch this video and think you're good. Like if you're still kind of on the fence, like there's some other resources you guys can take a look at too. Kind of like on the
Wonder what Sean will grow up to be.
the Bethesda forums as well as Wait, can I read that or no?
Codsworth.
It's honestly been a while since I've done the start of the game.
You know he's not gonna give up.
I almost forgot how to do the beginning part of the game.
Good morning.
Isn't it?
Oh, that voice just does not match the face, does it?
You can't begin to know how happy I am to finally speak with you. I've been trying for days. It's a matter of utmost urgency, I assure you.
Then I'm glad you caught up with me.
Oh, me too. You have no idea.
Oh, man.
Now, I know you're a busy fellow, so I won't take up much of your time.
How's the audio? Is the audio okay, everyone?
A precious commodity. I'm here today
Because we want to
that because
hit my bowl. That's probably good audio for you. My actual, it's an actual, like, it's not a bowl like that.
Vault 11.
Sounds great.
Oh, it is. Believe you me. Now, you're already cleared for entrance in the unforeseen event of total atomic annihilation. I just need to verify some information. That's all.
Right.
Now, I can't wait for the world to end.
That's the spirit. Now, let's see.
Okay, it's good. Nice. Oh gosh, here comes the super hard part. There's kind of a way. Charisma. I do like having charisma. It's probably good to have at the start. Put a little luck in there. Endurance, perception. I almost wonder if the VATS stuff might be nice to have. Yeah, maybe that's okay. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh, right. Does anyone ever do that? Like, where they set the points and then you try to continue and then it's like, wait a minute, you forgot your name. I do that on every Bethesda game. I always forget. Let's call this guy Carter. I don't know why. The name just popped in my head.
Wonderful. That's everything. Just gonna walk this over to the vault. Congratulations on being prepared.
Institute or the Brotherhood playthrough first?
Thanks again.
That's a good question.
Peace of mind. That's worth a little paperwork, right?
That's a good
For you and
question.
Sean, no price is too high.
I think the first time I did it, I did the
I have my
Institute.
moments.
Just cause you know, your dad, he was pretty convincing at first. And then I did the Brotherhood playthrough.
You heard Codsworth. Go on.
As far as which one I like more, I'm not sure.
How are the two most important men in my life?
I think I like the Institute one more.
A little bit. He loves that.
Oh, right. Gotta spin the mobile.
Hey, how's my little guy? Much better now, huh?
Oh, Babyface is kind of
After breakfast,
impressive.
I was thinking we could head to the park for a bit. Weather should hold up.
The Brotherhood of Steel playthrough is more fun. Yeah. I mean, if you just want to go on guns ablaze, I mean, you can't go wrong with Brotherhood playthrough. The one playthrough I actually haven't done yet, cool dude, is actually the Minutemen one. So maybe I'll do that this time.
Yeah, sounds like fun.
Sir, Mum, you should come and see this.
Codsworth, what's wrong?
Oh, well, that was kind of awkward. I was staring down at the ground.
Followed by flashes, blinding flashes, sounds of explosions. We're
there's
confirmation.
Definitely some
We
things
seem to have lost contact with our affiliate stations.
that Bethesda doesn't do quite well.
We do have coming in.
But I remember like playing through this moment for the first time,
Confirmed reports of
and it was like I was scared.
Pennsylvania.
I actually thought this was happening for like that split second, you know?
Oh my god.
We need to get to the vault. Now!
I've got Sean. Let's go.
Residents of Sanctuary Hills, if you are registered,
Boy.
evacuate to Vault 111.
So you guys see that little time thing in the top left? It's probably blocked by my camera, but we're gonna probably need to change that because we did that video on like quality of life type mods, and you can actually move the position of that clock. So we'll maybe look at that here once we get to a stopping point.
Sir, I am vault sec.
You don't get in.
I'm going in. You can't stop me. Okay. I'm reporting this.
If you're in the program, step forward. Otherwise, return home.
We need to get in.
We're on the list.
Infant, adult male, adult female. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you.
Good luck, ma'am. And God help us all.
Follow me. Come on.
What's gonna happen to all those people outside
We're
the
doing
gate?
everything we can. Now keep moving.
Do their outfits look different, or am I tripping?
Step on the platform in the center.
Might be a mod that I don't know about.
Almost
And this
there.
is
We're gonna
the
be
end
okay.
of the intro
Love you.
in my videos. This is, I screen cap this.
Hold on.
Looks like I got that intro music stuck in my head. It is fun to do all the factions kind of all at once. Try to do as much of all of them as you can. Average Tiger, are you playing with the FPS boost or 60 FPS mods? Right now, I'm playing with the FPS boost.
We did it.
But it'd be a good question to throw back to you.
We're okay.
What did it look like on stream?
Everyone, please step off the elevator and proceed up the
Because I think the FPS boost, especially if you're playing on like a monitor, like the performance for me is what matters more than anything else. I have played Fallout 4 on the big board though, on my TV, and 4K at 60 would be a perfect combo. The 60 FPS mods we just looked at for Fallout 4, I think I did at least 2 videos on those. Probably one too many, but they work really well. I think for the most part, like they stack up against the FPS boost. So like if you really want the 4K, I would check out those and see how they work for you. And then if not, you know, just disable those and then just do the FPS boost.
Here you are. Head down the hall there.
Levels are good. Female right over there, please.
Can't tell you're watching on my phone. Yeah. Well, hey, that's good. I got you though. But yeah, it's the FPS boost. How does the game run with some of the more bigger graphical mods? Totally fine. Like I say, especially with the FPS boost. I mean, everything just runs really smooth. Any type of hitching, it might come through on the stream, but that might just be because my stream settings aren't like perfect yet.
You'll need your suits before we can take you.
But I can assure you guys, like, it's smooth. I have no hitches whatsoever. Come on, lady, are you gonna take the...
Hey there. Thanks.
Thank you.
What now?
Just follow the doctor here. He'll show you where to go.
All right, you three. Follow me.
See? It's down the hallway right there. This is our new home.
Oh, you're going
That's right, you don't have a Pip-Boy yet. I was trying to pull up Pip-Boy.
advanced facilities. Not that the others aren't great, mind you.
Yeah, I have one video on the channel that's like 3 performance mods that you might want to take a look at. And then in one of my Lord Order videos, I talked about like stuff like better rubble that you saw at the bottom, or better grass faults. And I actually kind of consider those performance mods, just because they clean that stuff up. But yeah, I mean, we can even like, maybe I should go through like my list and just kind of like say, hey, okay, here are the things that I'm using right now that I think might help with performance. I could do something like that, but I almost think it might be better to wait.
How long do you think we'll be down here?
Oh, we'll be
Just to see if like they get any type of new Series X update, like after the Skyrim stuff comes out next month.
The bald suit is designed to be fast.
Cause really the performance with an FPS boost, like if you're on a Series X or S, I think like, and I don't have a Series S, and I have seen comments on the channel that hey, maybe the performance isn't as great on the Series S. So you know, that stuff's always like interesting to hear, and it sucks if that's the case, because Series S should be more than capable of running this game at 60 frames. So I don't know why that would be, but who knows? Maybe I get one day, and then I try it out.
Sean.
Who's my little guy? I'm not going far.
But yeah, there's a mod on the channel, and that's more geared towards the Xbox One.
Daddy's not going far.
I tried to, when I got the Series X, to really say like, hey, okay, this video was created on, or not created on, but like it was recorded on the Series X, or something like that. You know, try to make you aware of it. Whereas a lot of my older videos, they actually have that in the title, like, hey, Fallout 4 mods on Xbox One, or something like that. And that's because I originally had the Xbox One S, and then I upgraded to the Xbox One X. So at that point, like, I was getting the 4K patch for Skyrim and Fallout 4, which kind of complicated some things. But like, as far as the channel went, you know, I could make stuff like, hey, I made this on the Xbox One, you know, like all these mods are running on the Xbox One. And that kind of is still the case for any mods right now that I play with. Everything should work fine on the Xbox One. Now, when you're looking at like a performance mod, maybe like that 60 FPS, the ultra settings PC mod that we looked at, that I would not suggest running on the Xbox One. But pretty much everything else, I mean, textures, I mean, you'd be good. Minutemen take over Nuke World? Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Played vanilla, Series X, FPS boost. Yeah, it's crazy. Super impressed. For some reason, and I don't know why, well, there's some obvious whys, but Skyrim, the FPS boost, it's just not good. So that I still run a mod for, to get the 60 frames, or not 60 frames necessarily, but I use the there's like an unlock FPS mod for that that I use. It's not perfect because like whenever you get near foliage, like it's gonna be a little jittery, like when there's a bunch happening on screen. But it's like way worse with the FPS boost. So at that point, I'm just like, let me use the mod instead and just turn that off. 4K mod, what is that? Oh yeah, so that's the I was referring to the PC Ultra settings mod that we took a look at for Fallout 4. It'll be pretty recent. And I can link it in this stream at the end of it as well.
Come on! There has to be a release!
But yeah, that was really cool. It was this mod. At first, I don't even think it's called that anymore. I think the mod's actually called something else. But at first, I read the description. It was like it was claiming like PC Ultra settings graphics with 60 frames per second. And I was like, what? And say I recorded it all, and it looked pretty nice, like running through the footage and stuff. And I edited, those were kind of tough videos to edit, even though I was just kind of like recording gameplay. A lot of it was just me like seeing like, okay, is this really that much different than the FPS boost, or is it like pretty much on par? And I kind of came to the conclusion that it was just like, if you want to check it out, like, you probably should. I think, I mean, depending on what you're playing on, whether it's a monitor or a TV, you know, you might not notice a big difference, if at all. So, that's a mod. So if you use that, you wouldn't want to use the FPS boost. You want to either turn the FPS boost off, use that mod, or, you know, use the FPS boost and just don't run a mod like that. Otherwise, there's going to be issues. But yeah, I thought it was That was perfectly fine. Oh, the Minutemen, you can upgrade them. Yeah. Yeah, I've just not really done a lot of Minutemen stuff. Preston's just kind of annoying. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, the ring. Right. Was that like on Nora? Where was that? I remember picking it up.
Come on, come on, come on! Oh, God! I'll find who did
Oh, there it
this.
is. You were probably just about to type it too, Irish. Sorry. There's a mod for pests not to be so annoying, right? Just jumping around. It is kind of annoying. I don't, yeah, I think that's just reading stuff. I don't think there was anything going on there. I think I need to, somebody mentioned survival. But, like, yeah, I need to start, like, cooking stuff. In this game, I haven't really done much of that. For some reason, I thought there was lockers that I could get into, but
What happened here? Where is everyone?
Reverb and Audience Overhaul. Yeah. I might even have it on right now. Well, I definitely have the reverb on. I should. I remember the Commonwealth Warfare ones. Is there like a separate one for like explosions? I remember downloading one and the explosions were like crazy. I mean, I think the one I have on now, if it is that one, maybe let's check. We're doing it live anyway. Let's check. We'll get to the bottom of it. But I remember, like with a lot of mods that we take a look at, I like looking at stuff that really changes the look of the game, and changing the sound of the game too, I think is also super important. If this ever loads. There we go. Alright. Let's see. Reverb. Yeah, okay, so I took that off. I think I was using the realistic sound. Let's see. Commonwealth Warfare, yeah, babe. Yeah, I like it a lot. One for guns, one for explosive. I can't remember which one. This is just the weapons. Okay, so I'll need to check out the explosion ones. I may have done that at one point, and I was just like, whoa, that's a little too much.
Is this all that's left?
And that's the reason I was able to instantly pick up that pistol. I had the take or equip mod on still, that we took a look at a while back. Survival? No, this is not survival. Although that's another comment I've seen. It's like, hey man, you should probably play survival. But I have not done that yet, no. Take that.
Nice. Coming back later for you.
I think that was it, right? Was there a safe under here? No. No, there was not. I'm gonna use VATS for the dude right in front of me. Wow, that was annoying. How to use see-through scope? That's actually a mod, and we've taken a look at it before on the channel. Could probably pull that up for you real quick and tell you which one that was. Let's see. Content. It was fairly recent, I thought. Maybe it wasn't so recent. Gosh, I'll have to find that one later now. I guess that's what happens when you make a lot of mod videos. You kind of forget which ones are in what videos. Whoop. But we have looked at that before, and honestly, I don't know if I would not. I don't know if I would do a playthrough without it. I really like it, and there's a lot of like customizable things you can do with it too. Oh, there is a mod to remove the ringing noise. Oh, like when it blows your eardrums. Yeah, that's probably good. That might have been why I uninstalled it in the first place. There we go. Moment of truth. Oh, you have it. You just don't know how to use it. Let's see. I had a video with that in it. Was it this one? See-through scopes. Let's see. If anyone's in the chat and remembers what video that was. let us know. It wasn't that long ago, I didn't think. Oh, maybe it's 5 mods for your next... Yep, here it is. I'm gonna post that in the chat real quick. And then there are timestamps on that one as well, but it's like at the 2-ish minute mark. Oh, mod the weapon up to the crap patch, yeah. I can do that.
Vault door cycling sequence initiated. Please stand back.
I love this part. The cool angle right here. Yeah, you're welcome, man. There's, I guess maybe, I don't know, maybe I don't do a good of job, as good of a job that I should on naming my videos. Because there might be mods in there that people want to take a look at, but they may not get to it if they search for it on YouTube. So that might just be a casualty of that. So I apologize, but yeah, that was like part 3 of my 5 mods for your next Fallout 4 game series, essentially. I also need to do a lot of work on like playlists. Get those kind of nice and relevant videos like in a playlist so people can come and check them out. I think I'm good to finish. Exit the vault.
Enjoy your return to the surface, and thank you for choosing Vault Tech.
There he is. It's the Vault Boy. Different load orders for graphics, gameplay. Yeah, for sure. I think a lot of it is just me being stubborn and not wanting to play without my graphics, you know? And not my graphics, but just like the way I'm used to playing Fallout 4 now. I think we're coming up on that though, to where I need to start making some different load orders. Or like a lightweight load order, stuff like that. That I've gotten comments on, or something with greenery mods in it. I just think the FPS boost, it really kind of blurred the lines with, yeah, hey, maybe I shouldn't try that mod because my game might not run as well, because I have not run a mod with the FPS boost since that came out that has not made my game run well. So, you should do a zombie survival mod video. It's funny you mentioned that, because I was actually thinking about, well, not for Fallout 4. I started to play like State of Decay 2, like a lot. And I thought I was going to make maybe like a beginner's video for that. But it got me thinking actually about Fallout 4 and Skyrim. At least the survival modes. And I know there is, as we get closer to Halloween, I know there is some kind of spooky type mods. Some scary mods, maybe, that we might be able to take a look at and kind of get that kind of vibe going. Might be kind of neat.
As I live and breathe. Oh, it's really you.
Codsworth? You're still here.
God, name just, or that face just doesn't match the voice at all.
But of course I'm still here. Surely you don't think a little radiation could Comics International. But you seem the worse for wear.
I thought about downloading the better, what is it, Better Conversations or something like that mod.
She's
But
in a better place.
Sir, these things you're saying,
it's a cool mod. We took a look at it. It might have been part 2 of that series that I mentioned earlier, cool dude. But I don't feel the need to have it on every time. There's also a lot of like extra mods with it that kind of make it a little complicated to use. Like if you have other mods that might modify conversations, you have to download like a patch mod with it. Kind of makes it a little confusing. Hopefully it was clear in that video, I think, when I explained it, but
I'm going to find him. I'm going.
You should do a zombie walker in Fallout 4 playthrough. Yeah, I can always look at doing, different stuff like that for sure. I'll just have to look and see what kind of mods are out there.
Doesn't matter how long it's been. I feel fine.
I'm still waiting for Fallout 76 mods though. I think that'd be pretty cool if that ever happens. I know they said they were gonna do it eventually, but it's been 2 years. It's been 2 years. That said, I did jump onto the game last weekend for the first time in probably a year and a half. That might have been actually 2 years since it came out. I remember playing the beta, if you could call it that, when that came out. And yeah, that made me take away the pre-order at GameStop. But then the game came out. I think there were like a free play weekend or something like that. And yeah, I played it and was just like, nope, that's not it. I'm going back to Fallout 4. And at the time it was like, let's see, 2 years ago, I think I was making Fallout 4 mod videos at that point.
Stay with me, pal. Focus.
But I think I thought like, hey, I could just mod some of this cool stuff. Well, I couldn't mod myself, but like, go and download a mod. I could download a mod like this, or like, hey, I like this feature. There's probably a mod for it. And now that's the case. Actually, back then, there wasn't nearly as many mods, based off of Fallout 76 that there are now. But, I mean, you could even go and, do their kind of inventory system. Like that little radial wheel. There's actually a mod for that.
Thank you, Codsworth.
So I was thinking, like, maybe if we did, like, another Fallout 76 stream, or maybe I do, like, a video on, like, hey, 5 things I really like about Fallout 76 that would have been great in Fallout 4 or something like that.
All right. Lead the way.
That might be kind of neat, but, video ideas. Looking at the videos on my channel in the last month, pretty non-existent. So you would think if I had a lot of ideas, I'd be cranking them out, but I don't know. It's just been like a lot of things. It's been work. It's been the living situation. Like, I don't know, a lot going on.
If I only had a bobby pin.
A lot going on, but we'll get back to it. Full dialogue interface. That's, yeah. Irish, you're like my, like you're, what I'm thinking of. What weapon mods am I using right now? The Hyper Merge Pack 3 off the top of my head. We can actually take a look at it right now. I keep forgetting that we can just like pull up our mod list. Hypermerge Pack 3, which I don't think I've done a video on. I did on the second one. But basically those are, collection of mods, weapon mods. That way you don't have to go and download them individually. But the Hypermerge packs are pretty popular, I think. And I'm just using the third one right now. Let's see here. And then that 6 hour pistol mod as well, because there were no pistols in the Hypermerge Pack 3. Actually, I did do a video on this. Maybe. Might have been 2. Might have been the second one. Yeah. But this has a G36 complex in it, which we actually looked at. That was one of the first mod videos I did, actually, was getting a G36 in Fallout 4. That was the mod, G36 complex. So it's cool to see that in a merge pack. And then the RU556, we may have looked at that in another weapon mod video. And then the UMP, MP7, those are obviously a little bit different, but those you'll have seen in that PC Ultra settings video that we did at the mod that we looked at on Xbox. Fallout 4 76 mod and 76 beta. Oh, like add guns from Fallout 4 or Fallout 76? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff in Fallout 76. I'd love to bring some of that stuff over if someone has made a mod for it. Kind of see how that is. We could probably not do the tooltips. Is that... where would that be? Guess not. Okay. Oh yeah. Or like for guns break and stuff. Yeah, that's one thing. Here, I'm gonna mute my mic. That's one thing I don't really like about Fallout 76 is that kind of survival aspect of it. Just because I'm so used to Fallout 4 and like I just want to play the game. But I can't really do that when I'm like worried about stuff breaking. I think it's probably a lot worse in my head than what it actually is. Oh, that's pretty neat. It's kind of a coincidence that that's like a Halloween thing. But yeah, I think it's worse in my head of like having to keep up with your condition of your guns and stuff.
Thanks for your help, Codsworth.
Than it actually is. And I think too, once I get the settlement thing down with Fallout 76, I'll probably like a lot more of like picking up your camp. Did I wasn't really paying attention. Just the Concord, okay. You like for the zombie playthrough? Yeah. Yeah, drinking water restores health, but also radiates you. think that was it, right? Or is there... Yeah, here we go. Huh. That's weird. How do I have 2 wedding rings? Oh, that's right, I have hers. Hers and mine. Hey, Nora. How's it going? Red Rocket. Dome. Let's think of Red Robin.
Hey, boy. What are you doing out here all by yourself? You seem like an okay guy.
Oh, that's right. I need to reconfigure the immersive HUD as well.
Then. Let's stick together.
Since we're doing a modded playthrough, I should probably look at that stuff. Duh. Let's see here. It is under inventory. Immersive HUD. And then actually, while you're in here, cool dude, we'll look at the see-through scopes. Now, I don't actually have a scope weapon on me, so maybe I should do that first before we check that out. But maybe we can check that out before the stream's over. Let's see. Second conditions under the compass appears. I'll do it in aiming. Yep. Health bar. Health below. Yeah, that's probably good. Action points. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, I wonder if it like saved my settings from my other playthrough. Dot crosshair. I think the dot crosshair. Okay. Active effects. Yeah, I think I always had that on toggle. There we go. Dog meat husky mod. Yeah, that'd be a good way to switch it up. All outfits redux. I've seen that one. Cool, like 76. Yeah. Separate mod head belt. Nice. Oh yeah, to get the Fallout 76 Pip-Boy. Yeah, that one's pretty neat. Oh yeah, get these. These are good money makers. Oh. Jeez. Things are gross. Okay, hello. Get away from me, please. Thank you. Oh, these things are creepy. I actually forgot. Wait a minute, what am I doing? Did I forget what button VATS is? I think I changed them around. Oh, you know what? It's this. Wait a minute, actually, what button is it? Controls, VATS. Right stick, okay, got it. I think I had changed them. How do I not get bored of doing the same mission over and over again? I don't know. It's just, it's probably because I don't do it, like, all the time. There's something about coming back to, especially Fallout 4 and Skyrim, that, it's just like a nostalgic thing. That, you kind of come back and redo, like, a mission or two, and you're like, wow, you're right back in it to when you first picked it up. And I'm kind of the same way with this game. More so with Skyrim, because I like that kind of high fantasy vibe a lot more. But, this one, too. Oh, that's too far away. Just gonna shoot this dude's arm off real quick. Ooh, ouch. I'll take that.
Hey, up here, on the balcony. I've got a group of settlers inside. The raiders are almost through the door. Grab that laser musket and help us, please.
Oh, I was like, where? I mean, you're hearing Preston from? It's up top. What did I get from that? Let's see. Molly. Whoa. All right, we're not gonna. Sorry about that, guys. The There's a little rated M right there. Ha, got him. How do you have a lot of mods? Not all of us you stored? You talking about, like, how do I have so many mods? It's really just about, I mean, you kind of have that number, and you can't go over 2 gigs, right? But as long as you're not downloading like super big mods, like you could have a lot. I mean, I think, what was my total at? I want to say I was in the 40s or something like that.
No bobby pins.
This is that Lucky Luke mod that we looked at a while back. Just kick through that door. That dude's head is gone. That's right, I gotta go down here. Quest mods? Yeah, I mean, I did the Cannibal and Concord one. That one didn't do too hot on the channel, but I had a lot of fun taking a look at it, and it was creepy. It actually it was based on an actual serial killer. Well, before that was even really a term. And it was a creepy mod. But yeah, I mean, it had a lot of stuff about like cannibalism and some of the stuff that you might have seen in like Nuka World. But it was like this haunted house, basically. But yeah, I'd love to take a look at stuff like that. Ooh, night, that's a good one. Let's see. Fight.
Sweet.
How do I not run out of storage? I mean, it's really just that. I mean, you kind of keep that number in your mind. Like, hey, I only got 2 gigs, but like if we look at our mods, you know, you'll see that a lot of them. Actually, I don't even know. Does it show you the size on the screen? Maybe it doesn't. But your main mods that are gonna be a lot are gonna be quest mods. Quest mods are a lot, like Tales of the Commonwealth, for example. One of the Lord Order videos that I did, I had Tales of the Commonwealth in it, and it was like 500 megs. So that's a big chunk right there. But if you don't have quest mods, I mean, look at the sizes of these. I mean, these are all super small. Of course, these are more kind of in the background type mods. If something is close to 100 megs, then that's big for Fallout 4. But for me, that music mod is worth it. And you see here, like, I only have like 1.75 gigs. So I'm pretty, I wouldn't say lightweight, but definitely not on the heavier side. But I mean, look at how like low these are. It's all like kilobytes. Then you have a bigger one, kind of like the Hypermerge pack, because that's like a bunch of weapon stuff. As well as like a couple quests within that, like the G36 complex, RU556. There's like quests with those quests that go along with finding those weapons. And then you have some of the texture stuff, as well as maybe an armor mod. Those usually take up a lot more space. But then you're gonna find stuff like that's another armor type mod, Imperial Brotherhood of Steel overall. That's basically what it does. It like switches out a lot of those outfits, a lot of those assets that the Brotherhood of Steel uses. Same with the synths. That's like 100 megs, because that's like an overhaul of the synths. But the other big one I have is Vivid Fallout, and that's like all the textures that you see. That's all Vivid Fallout, pretty much. And there's another one we looked at before, which is the Stromberg texture pack. That is also very big, so I will need to kind of mess around with my load order a little bit if I want to use that as well. Oh, I actually do have that in here. But yeah, that one's not as big because it doesn't do a lot of landscape textures. It just does a lot of the things that you'll find like in the game, like the workstation you'll see that look a little bit different, or the desk terminal, I mean. But little things like that, it changes. But those are like the bigger mods. So like right there, I almost have a gig of just texture stuff. So if you're not like big on switching out textures, you know, you can actually fit a lot of mods within 2 gigs. These were the kind of performance type mods that I would kind of consider better rubble and the grass faults, remove grass faults. I don't know. I feel like when I did that on the Xbox One X, my game ran better. So that's kind of why I call them performance mods. But But yeah, you can think of them as texture mods if you want, but this one actually removes those little grass faults, so kind of a performance thing. And then far less fog harbor. I think I said the same thing when I made the video on that performance one video that I mentioned earlier. It's very hard to pronounce. Say that 3 times fast. But that's kind of a performance mod as well. Sunlight alignment tweak, I wouldn't really consider that one, but it's more of a personal preference type thing. But yeah, I mean, as long as you kind of keep that number in your head, kilobytes are small, you know, they're less than a meg, and there's 100 megs, and then there's 200 megs, and then there's 500 megs, which is like half a gig, so you kind of need to, as long as you know that, I think you're good. And then obviously it's going to stop you when you try to go above that. But I'm thinking, oh, I keep trying to switch my weapon. I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty, so I've been pressing Y a lot. Let's see.
What are you, deaf? Somebody's out there shooting the place up. I'd say.
See you. Just shoot him right in the butt. Oh, my bad. I think I missed the question, Irish. Yeah, you said how do you get the compass disabled? That's the immersive HUD mod. I have, let's see if I can find it here. There it is. That's all in your immersive HUD settings. So in my load order, you probably saw the HUD framework and then the iHUD. That's what this is. And then that's where you can kind of like turn elements off. As far as the compass goes, you can like actually set, you know, when the compass is going to show up. I have mine just set to like when you're aiming. And then you can do the same for health bar, action points, crosshair, even your power armor, which I haven't really done because I don't really jump in power armor a lot often. But we did level up, so let's take a look at that. Have you ever used real metal PA frames? Changes the power armor frames to be more metal looking, along with the Procter Ingram's. Oh, the Procter Ingram's armor, yeah. That guy. Also fixes the X1, including the eyes. No, I have not tried that, but maybe I should. Because that's kind of the one reason why I don't really use power armors. I don't like the way it looks. I don't like being clunky. Well, I shouldn't say that. I like the way it looks. The X1 are a little weird. Let's see. Channel. But I would think if there's a mod that looks at that, I might have to check it out. Channel your chi. Who really runs around and punches on this game? Let's be honest. That's gonna be helpful. Art of the deal. I'm gonna do that one. Gunslinger. Oh, also, we just looked at this mod too, and I forgot to turn on fireflies. Really cool mod. That's right. I think this one's on by default. It's the settings that you can change. Yeah, we'll keep that vanilla. Well, vanilla for the mod.
I'm coming in there, and I'm gonna skin every last one of you.
Come on, man. They ain't going nowhere. We got other shit to deal with.
You hear that?
gotta go take a little walk, but I'll be back, and you'll be dead. What the?
Nothing there now. What do you think?
I don't know. Jump in a shadow.
I just want to like mantle around this corner. Or not mantle, but mount.
Jet, I guess. What the fuck was that? This is gonna be fun.
Oh, okay, doggy, thanks. Preston.
Man, I don't know who you are, but your timing's impeccable. Preston Garvey, Commonwealth Minutemen.
Thanks for reminding me.
You owe me.
Yeah, sure thing. I'll give you my chest full of emeralds just as soon as we're out of this mess.
Maybe? Nope. Please, go on.
A month ago, there were 20 of us. Yesterday, there were 8. Now we're 5. First, it was the ghouls in Lexington, and now this mess.
Sorry. Sounds rough.
God damn it.
Thanks.
It just seems like something that you tell someone that you're not really interested in like what they're saying. But they're like giving you a sob story, you know. Sounds rough, man.
Well, we do have one idea.
One good idea can make all the difference.
Sturgis. Tell him.
There's a crashed vertibird up on the roof. Old school. Pre-war.
How do I get my lighting better? I mean, it depends on what you like in terms of the look of your game. In my Lord Order video, I talked a little bit about the better sunlight alignment mod.
I like it.
I like that. I like the how bright everything is. If you're not on a Series X and you're not using the FPS boost, you might want to look at like Nitro's tweaks, because that'll remove like the sun glare and the God rays, which really kind of messes your performance up on some of the other Xboxes. And that actually also changes the look of your game. And then maybe check out Trey on Film Looks as well, and that'll kind of just change the look of the game. So you see this Blockbuster one I have, everything's kind of a little bit more teal and orange, which I like, but not everybody does. But there are a bunch of other ones as well. So you might find that, you know, when you move that stuff around, as far as the Nitro stuff, like if you use that, maybe remove the God rays, you know, your game's going to look a lot different just because you're not going to have sunshine in your face all the time when it's bright out.
Locked behind a security gate. Look, I fix stuff. I tinker. Bypassing security ain't
Project Reality Footsteps.
You could give it a shot.
Different versions, you have to mess around with different ones. Interesting. I have not. And Pam's power armor movement sounds. That's interesting. Yeah, no, I haven't checked a look at that at all. Power armor movement sounds, that sounds interesting. No pun intended. Just for the fact that I don't really like how you stomp around all the time with the power armor. Kind of sounds like my upstairs neighbor. It's like he's got power armor on all the time. What difficulty are you playing on? This is just the normal difficulty. I hadn't changed it.
Grab the fusion core. We're set.
Well, all right. Maybe
I might change it up though when we get a little bit more situated. I figured since I was streaming, I didn't want to jump in on like a harder difficulty. Just because I haven't done too many streams and I might mess up and die a bunch.
Hey.
What's going on? Are we getting out of here? And it's
Oh, I was pacing back and forth.
Hey.
You're not what I expected dog meat would find in that little neighborhood. But oh, so much.
This lady cracks me up.
He's a good dog. Smart, too.
Oh, indeed. Dog meat's good at finding folks who need him, and he'll stick by you now. I saw it.
Please, tell me what you know.
Just listen to me, acting a crazy old lady. It's the chems, you see. They give old Mama Murphy the sight.
Mama Murphy.
Since I was a girl.
That's incredible.
I can see
Right.
what was and what will
And her eyes
be.
look really creepy with that Eyes of Beauty mod.
What is right
And her teeth too. I have that immersive teeth mod on.
right now. I can see there's something coming. Drawn by the noise and the chaos.
Interesting.
And it is angry.
What is it? Mama Murphy, I need more, please.
Mama Murphy, I need more, please. Moribund World for Xbox, yes. Yeah, I was actually thinking about doing a video on that. I was gonna initially do like a comparison video. Kind of like the one I did for Skyland and graphics pack for Skyrim, but then I realized like Moribund World doesn't really, like, it would be kind of weird because it'd be too much of a contrast to like anything else. So I think I would probably just do a video on Moribund World, and maybe look at some of the other darker mods with it, like maybe Moribund World, and maybe you look at like the Metro armors, like from that series that there's a mod for, like Project Metro or something like that, or I think it's Last Light actually, that maybe we'll look at with Moribund World, because they kind of go hand in hand. That might be kind of neat. But yeah, I have heard of it. I don't know if I've played too much with it though, but I'd be down for taking another look at it for sure.
Excellent.
There are more of you, right?
Got that better flashlight mod on. That was one thing when I was playing Fallout 76, man. It was just like, whoa, crap, we're back to that flashlight now, huh? So bad. Project Reality Footsteps adds more footstep sounds and reacts to what surface you're on, and adds slight backpack rattle to your movements. That's actually kind of neat. That's really neat, actually. Okay, well, this is the G36 quest I was talking about. Yeah, we'll just do that. We won't jump into that yet. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree, James, for sure. Because, like OG, like vanilla Fallout 4, it's just, it doesn't look that great. But when you're going back and playing it now in like 2021, right? We're still in 2021. It feels like we're in a time warp. But it's rough if you're not modding. But if you're just kind of playing for the first time, you just don't care, then, you know, power to you. But yeah, if you're kind of going back and playing, I feel like you need to switch up the visuals for sure. And Moribund World is one way to do it. Where is my crosshair for this? Oh no, I have one? I guess not. Oh right, this thing's about to come out of the ground. Oh, some of the explosions with the cars look really good in this game. See how well my ballistic mods work with this. Oh, yeah, it worked pretty well. I had screwed up one or two playthroughs. I think I installed like a ballistics type mod or something that changed the damage values of your weapons. And I think I either put it in the wrong spot or I used one and another one that like really messed up all the values. So that right there, I would be putting in like 800 something rounds into the Deathclaw and nothing would happen. Like you would just eat it all. But I think now I finally got that under control. Just put like this big minigun away. Yeah, it could be the iHUD because I didn't look at the power armor one. Have you ever thought about live mod reviews to give your initial thoughts on mods? Showcase something that maybe a viewer asked for? I haven't. It would be kind of neat for like some of the quest mods. Like if we, instead of doing a video, kind of like I did with the Cannibal and the Commonwealth one, that was kind of more geared towards like, hey, if you guys do this and you get stuck, because it was kind of a puzzle type thing, then you can go back and rewatch this or that or jump to a certain spot. But no, I haven't thought about doing like a live mod review thing. But it could be cool to like jump on sometimes and be like, hey, what's up guys? Like, let's look at my load order and let me know what you want me to look at type thing. Yeah, I could do that. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see how the streaming thing goes. So I don't want to totally pivot that way because I do really like making the mod videos. But like I said before, it might be something that I kind of do in the interim between videos. What's the bullet mod? That one is I think Hollywood. We'll look at it here actually. It's like Hollywood Bullets or something like that. You're talking about with the tracers? I think it's Hollywood Tracers. We'll take a look though. If this cooperates. Hey, Easterburn, what's up, man? James Falcon, stupid question. There are no stupid questions. The only stupid questions are the ones you think are stupid. But they're probably not. That didn't make any sense. Sorry, James. When do you think Fallout 5 will come out? Ooh. That's a good question. I think they really... Things are not as clear now just because I think Fallout 76 is still a thing. But I don't know like how that plays with Bethesda because now they've got all that Microsoft money. Let's see. Where is it? Hollywood Bullet Tracers. Yeah, I love this mod. It's so good. But yeah, I don't know. With Fallout 76 being a thing, they put so much work into it too, and it is a live service game, so it's still going on. I don't know if Fallout 5 is really on their radar right now. I could be wrong, and like they might be working on something, because I think they know they need, or like a lot of their fans, they want a straight up Fallout game again. They just do. I mean, especially with all the backlash at the launch of Fallout 76.
A chest full of emeralds.
I think that's something that's, you know, that's probably on Todd Howard's mind. But at the same time, while Bethesda's really big, they're not that big. And like I think the main focus on right now is Starfield. And given that that's probably, I think they said 2022. Something tells me that they're probably not going to have a ton next year. And I mean that in the best way possible. I hope they take as much time with that game as they need. But then they teased Elder Scrolls 6, but that was like years ago. And Todd Howard said that that wasn't even going to come out anytime soon. So
Please, tell me.
That to me says it's probably at least 2-3 years out from Starfield. So I don't know, man. Like, I'm 30 years old now. I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't see anything on Fallout 5 until I'm 40. But, you know, who knows? Maybe that Microsoft money just has a whole nother team working on it right now.
See him, not clearly, but I feel his life force. He's out there. And even I don't need the sight to tell you where you should start looking.
Oh, I missed your earlier comment, James. Personally, I think Skyrim holds up way better than Fallout 4. If I had to choose one to play on one unmodded, I would probably choose Skyrim. Yeah, I'd probably agree with you there. I mean, that personally, I'm a little biased towards the world of Skyrim. I love that high fantasy, medieval type stuff. So, I'm all for Skyrim. But yeah, I always thought Skyrim held up a lot better. And that was one that I would go back to. Even before I started doing mods for it. Or making mod videos on it. It's a good looking game already. I think too, if you're playing it on like an Xbox One X, for example, when they got the 4K patch, not the same as, you know, Series X with the FPS boost, mind you, but just the 4K patch in general, like that game looked really good in 4K when they did the special edition. So, and I think it ran better too. I think Fallout 4 just did not run as well when the game launched. Let's get out of this power armor, yeah? Actually, how do I get out of the power armor? There we go. Holy. It's been a while since I've been in power armor. A good overall texture mod. I've used Vivid Fallout all in one. I wouldn't say it's an equivalent to Skyland all in one, but for Skyrim, but I like Vivid Fallout. There's not a ton actually for Fallout 4, and that's actually what I wanted to look at for the next video, was looking at Vivid Fallout, and there's another one called Natural Landscapes. Just kind of looking at the differences between those. It might take a minute, so that's kind of why I was like, well, let me load up the stream tonight and see See if anyone will tune in and we can talk about some mods and do a little playthrough.
Hey there. Sounds like
Cause I'm probably gonna record some stuff on both, you know, and I mean, obviously you guys have seen, if you've been watching the channel, I mean, this is all Vivid Fallout, so. But I haven't checked out Natural in a while, so, or Natural Landscapes. 76 just couldn't find its identity. I would have been fine if there was a survival game or an RPG or MMO, but it's trying to be all three. Yeah. Not to mention the grind and the goofiness. Yeah, I think it was just really weird too when it came out. The no NPC thing, while it sounds kind of stupid and trivial, because, I mean, let's be honest, like, NPCs are computers. It's just something about seeing like a face in the game, even though it's an AI or NPC AI, you know. There's just something about that just really engrosses you in the world. But yeah, that, and I just couldn't get into the RPG stuff. The survival type stuff. I just didn't like it. But let's say I loaded it up last week, and I was kind of impressed, like how far it's come. But yeah, I don't know if I'll play too much more of it. But I do have it on the console. The only thing with the Series X, man, it's, you know, especially if you play Call of Duty, it's like, good luck with all the games you want to install. It's just not enough space. I need to get the, get that little, what do you call it? The, little memory card thing. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the anniversary edition too. It's I just wish I knew more about it. Like, they said there was gonna be a free Series X batch, but like, what is it? Because you can already kind of push the envelope in terms of frame rate with, you know, a mod or the FPS boost. But like, are they gonna redo visuals and stuff too? I don't know. Is it gonna break mods? I don't know. I hope not. Because like I said earlier in the stream, then that would mean there'd be Fallout 4 mods for a while. Mod videos on the channel. But yeah, I mean, I hope not. I mean, I would be down if you guys were interested in me checking it out. And like buying the anniversary edition with the Creation Club stuff. I'd be down with like checking that out if you guys would watch it. But the initial plan was like, oh, okay, cool, there's a Series X update and it's gonna be free. Yeah, I would do that. I think I need to turn the compass on when I'm running. Let's do that. I think community seems to be more focused on weapon mods. Yeah. Yeah, I do see a lot of weapon mods on Fallout 4. Skyrim, I always love looking at Skyrim mods. I mean, I like looking at both, but there just seems to be more to download for Skyrim, and I don't just say that because of the mod space that you have, but there's just so many more things that you can do, like armor mods, for example. They interest me way more in Skyrim. But there are some really cool ones for Fallout 4, which we've looked at. And Let's do sprinting for this, actually. But there's a lot of like cool item type stuff in Skyrim. There's a lot of quests as well. I really like their weapon mods. But yeah, you're right. You kind of, there's a few of those that you download, but then you look at other stuff for Skyrim because you have things like Old Kingdom and all that kind of take care of a lot of that. But yeah, and as far as like the changing the different holds and how they look, that's super cool. Like, I think before Skyland All-in-One, I was doing mod videos on the cities, like Skyland cities. That was really cool. But that was like that thing, you know, like I just would download. And you had a big change in your game just from downloading that one mod. Holy cow. Why are there so many mole rats? Really? Alright, you know what? We're taking out the stick. Got him? Nice. Dead. Have I considered making a Discord server? We actually have one. I did not make it. One of our excellent subscribers made it. I think I need, let's see if I can find the link. I haven't had a lot of time to look at it recently. Let me see if I can find the link for you. But yeah, we do have one. Which is awesome. Yeah, 3 lures for Skyrim, they can be all different. Yeah, you're right. Especially with the texture mods. I mean, there's so many texture mods. And then even with that, like you could use something like Skyland All-in-One, but you could have another texture mod for, let's say you wanted to do, what's that one, everybody? JK Skyrim or something like that. I mean, you could really switch things up in that game with mods. And they're all good. Yeah, there are a lot of mods for Skyrim that are just really big. So you do kind of have to keep that in mind too. Here, let me let's see here. Discord. I think I can invite. I'm not super familiar with how Discord works, to be honest. Let's see. Or send a server invite. Copy. What if I put this in here? There, I put the link. I don't know if that works, but it's like a server invite link. It expires in like a week, but yeah, Vivid Fallout is big. You might want to take a look at Natural Landscapes. That's a good one. Commonwealth Visual overall. I haven't looked at it in a while, to be honest. So I don't know if I can give a good recommendation on it. I think when I first started modding on Fallout 4, I took a look at it. But I mean, it's been a couple of years. Ooh. I can't remember quite what that does. I don't know if it's just a lot of like sharpening things up. Oh, that sucks. Or what, but I'm not super familiar anymore. I'll have to take another look at it sometime. But Natural Landscapes is a good one. Wow, it put me all the way back here. Wow. That's alright. Wasn't that far. Spitfire? No. Gosh, man, you're rattling off all these mods I've never heard of. Which is crazy, because like there's so many mods I probably have not even seen. Because I'll get comments sometimes too doing videos, and it's like, dude, we've never heard of these mods before, thanks. And I'll be like, really? But apparently there's, you know, there's a lot of stuff that just kind of gets lost, I think.
Yes?
Trash can Carla.
So what's your story? Looking to trade? Rob me? Or just ask directions to Diamond City?
Diamond City.
Let's see what you've got.
I have a little bit of everything.
Bobby pin, definitely need those. Yes. Can we sell these? Yep, cool. Oh, did she have any weapons? Yeah, I don't really need any of that. No dogs were actually harmed in the making of this stream. Let's see, where's Diamond City again? I probably should, let's see, it's just straight, yeah, straight ahead. Follow the road.
We had a deal, Trudy. Hand over the goods. You owe us.
I ain't giving you poison-shilling chem pushers anything. Do you know what that junk has done to my boy?
He bought them fair and square, Trudy. Ain't our fault if he's strong.
Yeah, a ton of mods. Yeah, it's crazy. So some nights I just kind of scroll through the list. And that might be how I stumble across things that maybe not everybody's heard of before. But, I mean, like you say, you rattle off like 4 or 5 mods, and I'm just like, what? I've never heard of those. Oh, should I not have shot that?
Hey.
I thought I told you this ain't any of your concern.
You stop waving that gun in my face, or it's gonna involve me.
That's it. You're dead.
Oh, okay. How rude.
Hey.
I can't wait to see the crows feeding on that scumbag. Here, this is for you. Now, if you ever need to trade, my shop's open.
Sure. Let's take a look.
A little bit of everything.
Little bit of everything. You got any weapons? Weapons? No? Not really interested in the pipe stuff. There is I did see a mod that actually changes the look of the pipe weapons, makes them look a little bit better. I never liked the look of those. Is there a mod to not make dog meat die? I don't know. I haven't looked at too many dog meat mods. I know there's several out there, like the one to make him a husky. But I'm not sure. Really? I didn't know that, Irish. What about using the sarcastic option? Dang, maybe I should have been a little smart ass to her. That's my bad. I should have done that. Dog meat cannot die. I guess I've never really tried. But yeah, okay. That makes sense. Dog meat is kind of crucial. But maybe, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. To be honest, I've never really played with dog meat. I usually just kind of tell them to chill. Currently using your 2021 Skyrim load order. I've added a few mods to it. Took away a few, but overall your load order helped me out. Nice. That's the goal, man. I don't you definitely don't need to use what I use. I really just make those videos to kind of show you guys what I'm running. But the thing with mods is, and I try to say it as much as I can, there's no right way to do your load order.
I swear.
There's things that you can follow.
Hey.
But you may not like all of them that I have. So you can always switch things out, like, especially if you notice something in one area that you're like, I don't really like that particular mod, but I know one similar that I can change it to. Then you can do that. I think we're gonna make it to Diamond City here, and I'm gonna end the stream there. Just because it's getting to be that 2-hour mark. But thanks for hanging out, everybody. They're really cool, just being able to like turn on the stream and have people show up. Granted, it is on my YouTube channel, but still. It's awesome.
Won't be able to pick this.
Dang it. Dang, how hard of a walk was this? I didn't even realize. I know it's right here. Jeez.
Nice.
Oh, lighting cloud mods? Yeah, it's always interesting when you have people that have other experiences with those, because I actually kind of thought that myself, like when I did the clouds mod, having that lighting mod going on at the same time might mess up the game. Either that or just crash every time, but for some reason, I'm able to run all that, and I don't know. I'm kind of amazed, to be honest. But I think that might just be one of those things. It might be just related to like game save data or something. Maybe I have like some leftover stuff that's actually working to my advantage. It's weird. Weird to think about that, but sometimes that's what happens. Like maybe it's been a while since I've cleared my save stash or my game cache. Are you gonna do one tomorrow? Probably not. I work 9 to 5, and lately it's been 5 o'clock. I'm in chill mode. But that might be something I do on the weekends. Just kind of stream a little bit here and there. But I do need to get another video out though, so maybe I'll do something like make a video 1 week, maybe I'll stream that weekend, maybe something like that. Are there any mods that can help Skyrim with the pop-in, like grass pop-in? Yeah, that's like level of detail is what that's called, is LOD. Depending on the types of mods that you use, like graphics mods, they might have one built in. So whichever one you have on, like if you're using like what I use, like Skyland, you want to be careful with like what other mods you put in with it, because I think Skyland has its own LOD, level of detail. So maybe using Skyland all in one might not be the best option, because that'll include the LOD in there. So, but there are other like level of detail type mods that you can use. I would maybe use just Skyland and then just add what you want from it, and then but don't use the all-in-one version because that has the LOD in it, and then just pick another LOD. But I haven't used too many of those, so I can't really recommend one. And I don't want to steer you wrong, but I just know that like you wouldn't want to use Skyland all-in-one plus an LOD mod, because then you're gonna might have an issue. Let's see. I think maybe I kind of messed up my request commentary. Let's do that. Could this be my stream game? Yeah. Yeah, or the stream save, rather. Yeah, for sure. Unless I need to make a video for like the start of the game, I don't think I would really need to come back, mess with the save at all, rather than just using it as a stream game. Because you guys know I have just Jason Statham as my main. I don't know why I keep looking at this, it's just a straight shot. Gotta stream Skyrim too? Yeah. I do. I agree. Oh, what'd you find, dog meat? Ooh. That's kind of lame. God, I love that sky. Okay, almost to the bridge. It's just force of habit checking my map like that. I know it's like right in front of me, but I don't know why I check it. I'd say for this stream, I think we make it to Diamond City. We end it there, and then when we come back, we kind of backtrack a little bit. Go to the Cambridge Polymer Labs. Just something about this journey to Diamond City. Especially if like I went all through there and ended up getting a bunch of fights. You feel like you've traveled, you know? It's kind of epic the way you get there. You're just kind of walking through Austin. I'll come back to that boat too. No quest auto start. It's available for multiple quests and doesn't start until you listen to the radio signal. That's actually a nice little quality of life type mod. You just let me know about there, Irish. Dang, I kind of wish I put it in that video now. It's actually pretty handy. I don't know why I just looked at my map and like there's a sign right in front of me. Stupid. Kinda hate Fallout 4's intro. Makes me feel like I need to do the main quest ASAP. I can see that, especially like going through like the main, like just the vanilla start like we just did. It is kind of a long drag. Something about Skyrim's though, even when we looked at the alternate opening scene overhaul, which is actually just like it's like an extended opening. That was cool, and it kind of kept the same intro for the most part, which I like. I like the Skyrim intro. It's a lot of questions you have at the beginning. It's pretty neat. Oh, it's Piper.
I'm sorry. I'm just doing my job.
Ooh, just doing your job. Protecting Diamond City means keeping me out, is that it?
Wish I could do this as my real job. Hey, man. If we have more people, if we have like 10,000 of you, and plus all the rest of you that showed up tonight, like, hey, maybe it could be a thing. That'd be dope. And I'm sure the more streams we do, I'll get better at it. Maybe they'll look better too.
I just got here, but yeah.
But I appreciate that. I do have comments a lot. Of like, hey, you should stream, or you should do mod playthroughs, or, and that makes me feel good, because I mean, there's some people that think I sound like Kermit the Frog too, but I always have fun reading those comments. I'm like, really? Okay.
Jeez, all right.
I'll take it.
Need to make it personal, Piper. Give me a minute.
Better head inside quick before old Danny catches on to the bluff.
Skyrim kind of lets you say, screw it, it's not my problem. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, you could just kind of do whatever you want. But you do kind of, it does kind of throw you more into it in Fallout, though, for sure.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Another great day in Diamond City.
Piper, who let you back inside? I told Sullivan to keep that gate shut. You devious, rabble-rousing slanderer. The level of
Rabble-rousing.
dishonesty in that paper of yours. I'll have that printer scrapped for parts.
Ooh, that a statement, Mr. McDonough? Tyrant mayor shuts down the press. Why don't we ask the newcomer? You support the news? Because the mayor's threatened to throw free speech in the dumpster.
Always believed in freedom of the press.
Oh, I didn't mean to bring you into this argument, good sir. No. You look like Diamond City material. Welcome to the great green jewel of the Commonwealth. Safe, happy, a fine place to come. Spend your money. Settle down. Don't let this muckraker here tell you otherwise, all right?
I'm sure your city's a great place.
Yeah, greatest house of cards.
Sometimes that immersive mouth and teeth mod, it looks a little weird. I'd say on Piper, it looks a little weird.
I'm trying to find someone.
Trying to find someone? Who?
My son, Sean. He's less than a year old.
Wait, your son's missing? Oh, you hear that, McDonough? What's Diamond City Security doing to help this man, huh? This isn't the first missing persons report to come through here, and now we have an infant who's been taken?
Don't listen to her. Well, I'm afraid that our security team...
The fast, loud YouTuber Fortnite voices.
...that you can find help here.
Yeah.
Diamond City has every conceivable...
There is a mod on my channel. Don't search for it, James. But, there was a period of time where I did think I needed to kind of be, like, super loud and in your face. But what I found out very quickly is that, like, all I need to do is just sound normal and just actually talk and have, like, full sentences. Sure, I can edit stuff together, but, like, maybe just don't sound, like, all in your face. Because what I find with, at least with mod videos, they're very different in terms of, like, some of the ones that you guys may have seen. There's some that have, like, a particular style, and then there's, like, more, like, comedic ones, kind of like the MXR type mods videos, which I don't really, you know, nothing against that channel. I just don't want to do stuff like that. But then they've kind of done some other stuff, but, like, they're just kind of, it's a little too high energy, I think, but then you also don't want to be like a brick wall and just like, here's my load order.
I hope so.
Take a look at this. It's nice. But then I also you do want to kind of straddle that line of, you don't want to be boring, but then you also don't want to, you know, we're talking about mods, and let's be honest, you want to give the information, you want to show it, and then that way you guys can go and download it if you want to play it, rather than me just sit here for 20 minutes and explain one mod. I think the length of videos, like, and I've had some longer ones recently, but it's important, like, to have timestamps in there with links to the mods, so you guys have those, so you're not searching around for it. And then if you have timestamps where you can jump from one spot to another, or if I have a video that talks about like 5 or 6 mods, or maybe more, or let's say a load order, then that way you guys can jump right to it, and you don't have to sit there and listen to, like, if you think I sound like Kermit, then you don't have to listen to Kermit for, 10 minutes if you don't want to. But if you do, the watch time really helps the channel. That's all I'll say.
Hi there.
Free paper to newcomers. If the Institute grabs you in the night, at least we warned you.
Yeah, I've watched videos like that a lot, James. Like I'm not gonna name channel names, because I think anyone who makes mod videos, that's pretty dope, man. I just, it's good to have more people making mod videos. And I feel like I jumped into it a little bit late, but yeah, I won't name any names, but yeah, some channels I started watching at the start were just like, wow, I just spent 20 minutes. And I was already going to check out Skyland, but yeah, it still looks good. So for that, let's say for Skyland, I wanted to do the Skyland versus the graphics pack video because I think a lot of people probably ask the questions like, hey, which one should I use? So, and I got it under 20 minutes. I don't even know. How long was that video? I'm gonna look. But I thought, something I learned in school, and forgive me if you guys have tuned into the streams before and I've said this, but I went to college. I was a history major, and I learned to write a paper. Like, I can write a lot of papers, and I think I gotten pretty good at them. You also learn a lot about research. And granted, especially with the mod videos, I don't know everything. So, but I try to be upfront about that in the videos. There are sometimes bad apples, they'll come in, they'll comment, be like, why are you acting like you know everything? And it's like, I don't, man. Just chill out. It's just a YouTube video. Yeah, this one was 11 minutes and 39 seconds. Skyline versus graphics pack. But if I can do stuff like that, kind of come at it with a different angle, make it interesting for you guys to watch, and then fun to watch, maybe, possibly, then I'm happy because I made something that that people like, but then also it makes me feel good because it makes me think like I'm doing pretty okay with this editing thing as well. Oxhorn, yeah, I've seen Oxhorn's videos. Yeah. Then I mentioned it in another stream, Cordless 7. If you're interested in any type of settlement mod videos, like, you gotta check out his channel. They're so good. He's a pro. Like, if I ever get into the settlement stuff, I'm going there. Oh, I'm your favorite mod YouTuber? Heck yeah, man. That's what's up.
You're a smart kid. Isn't there someone in town who isn't afraid of this institute?
And I'll probably I'll sprinkle in some different stuff here and there on the channel. I definitely don't want to start making videos that are just so outside of my audience. One, it's bad for YouTube, but then also two, I just don't want to automatically be like, hey, I'm not doing this anymore. And then you guys are like, what the heck? But as far as I can see, I mean, there's mod videos for years coming, I'm sure. Because I still have fun coming back and checking out all the mods. And if I can make a video and like have somebody else get super interested in a mod, especially the ones that don't get a lot of traction,
Hey, kiddo.
Then
paper sales.
That's dope.
Well, the presses are getting overloaded. That motor is going
Am I gonna keep the stream up on the channel? Yeah, I might for like a day or two, and then I'll probably unlist it and I'll move it over to the playlist for the streams.
You start whistling if you see any angry.
And then you'll find them there.
Is something wrong? Piper?
MXR isn't for me. Yeah, I definitely am not his style for sure, but I'm not gonna lie, like I started really getting into mods from MXR and Juicehead. And that's probably more so because they pop up a lot when you're searching for that kind of stuff. But the those videos, especially Juice Heads, there was enough there that it got you interested in modding. But yeah, I'll probably keep the stream up Irish for like a day, and then it'll get unlisted, and then move to the playlist. That way, if I have people coming looking for videos, they'll find the videos rather than like, hey, here's this 2-hour-long stream.
Piper,
Glad you dropped by. You holding up, Blue?
why are you calling me that?
'Cause you're a vault dweller? I know you're not wearing the blue jumpsuit right now, but the Pip-Boy and that fish out of water look...
Nexus mods on Xbox? Not possible, unfortunately.
I want an interview. Your life story in print.
Yeah, there's gonna be... we'll see what happens with the Skyrim Series X version. But there's always gonna be PC mods that'll come from Nexus. You can actually download PC mods on Bethesda.net as well, but those are just for that. So Xbox mods, just Bethesda.net. And then you'll have a much lower selection of mods.
So I know you're from a vault.
But there's still a lot. Which is why I say, like, I'm probably going to be making mod videos into next year for sure. And maybe then some, who knows. Because there's just a lot of mods on Xbox. And there's only going to be more.
My family and I were frozen. I didn't spend much time in the vault.
But I'm not going to lie, there are a lot of PC mods that I'd love to play on Xbox, but it's all up to the mod authors if they want to port it over.
Yes. I'm over 200 years
to Bethesda. Some mod authors probably don't even want to do it because it's a lot of work just to get it ported over to Bethesda on that. So you'll see a lot of them, and a lot of the ones that we look at are actually the mod author gave permission to anyone that wanted to port a mod over, because they either didn't want to do it or they don't have time, because at the end of the day, these guys are, some of them are much younger than me, and they're making like really good mods.
Honestly,
and it's incredible.
Surviving out here, rebuilding the world.
But they might not have time. They might still be in grade school.
We're definitely quoting that.
But they're making dope mods for Skyrim and Fallout.
Do you suspect the Institute was involved in his kidnapping?
Yeah, that's got me kind of worried, James.
Sure sounds like they might be.
Not even a baby.
For sure.
And people wonder why I can't just look the other way. For the last
I'm interested to see if it's going to affect
I want you to make a statement to Diamond City.
current mods for Xbox.
Is all but ignored in the Commonwealth. Everyone wants to pretend it just doesn't happen. What would you say to someone out there who's lost a loved one but might be too scared or too numb to
But when you think about it, I mean, if they're doing if they're doing work on the graphics, like let's say, and I don't have any confirmation on this at all, but let's say they've totally reworked all the textures, like they just replaced the textures, kind of like a mod would, right? Granted, there's some things that are like built into the game, like, you know, you're not going to change things that are baked into the game, like character models and things like that. Obviously, as we see with mods, like the divine skins and bodies, for example, you can do a lot with that. But like, I wonder just how much work they've done in that patch that we're gonna get that might just be bringing it up to snuff with a lot of the mods we've used. Okay, so Xbox PS4 won't be affected. Or do you mean just like Xbox, including like Series X? However, there are some graphical updates that make some mods obsolete. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm interested in. Like, are they gonna change the lighting system again, kind of like they did with Special Edition, or are they gonna kind of keep it the same? I think they would. I would think they would take another look at it. I mean, even looking at Fallout 4, even here with mods, I mean, some of those God rays, they look good, but they don't look great. And then, as you see with Fallout 76, the God rays are just not good. They have done some work to them, though.
Well, I do need some help.
I knew it. Let's see. I have a few caps to spare. Here, take it and make yourself scarce.
Jeez.
Bitch.
What did you say? Oh, whatever. I'm done talking to you.
I don't think I've ever had that encounter before in this game. That was hilarious. Oh, that was so funny. Well, that's a good way to end it, huh?
Yes.
Wow. That's hilarious. Alright, everybody. I think I'm going to end it there. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Really appreciate it. This is still kind of like a test type stream. But I hope those of you who've stayed, and especially ones that have been here since the start of the stream, you know who you are. Thank you. And thanks for chatting. It's been fun. And hopefully the stream looked okay. Hopefully it plays back okay when this goes to a video. But I'll probably leave it up again for like a day and just kind of see if any subscribers might catch it on the replay. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, everybody. Thanks, Parker. Thanks, James. Thanks, Irish. Cool dude. Thanks. Thanks for hanging out. Really appreciate it. List all my mods. They're in the what did I name that? I think it was just my latest load order on Series X. Let's see. I'll put a link. Let's see. Get shareable link. So there's a few things if you don't have a Series X that you might not want to do. But this is gonna paste. There we go. But that has a spreadsheet in the description as well with all my mods. So you can check that out, and then at the end of the video, there's a timestamp that goes to the end and just shows the list of me going through them all. But yeah, they're all there, man. Parker, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Later. Have a good night. Everybody who tuned in, thank you. If you have any questions after the fact, you can put them as a comment on this video or hit me up on another video that maybe is more related to whatever your question is. That works too. Yeah, that's all I got. Appreciate it. Yeah, no problem, James. And then I'll do the same for probably all order videos I do. Because that's one thing you watch a load order video and it's like, it might be a 2-minute trailer or something. And then it's like, well, what mods are those? So, yeah, that's something I'll probably always do is put a spreadsheet in the description and go through the list. But yeah, thanks everybody. Series X specific mod videos. Yeah, I'd like to do more of those. But that's the great thing about the mods is like they're all built for Xbox, just in general. So like whatever Xbox you have. But I am seeing more like the PC Ultra settings one that we looked at. And then I think it might help too to be like, hey, this is the lower order I got, and it works really well on the Series X. So, stuff like that. But, yeah, thanks so much for watching again, everybody. Really appreciate it, and I'll catch you all in the next video, or stream, I guess, too. But with that said, have a good one, everybody, and have a good week if I don't get a video out before the end of the week. Alright, thanks, everybody. Have a great night.